Welcome back to Reflections with Emrys. Let's take a moment to see what each symbol has to offer today. Today's symbols are the Wren, the Rune, Algiz, and the Ailm, also known as the pine or fir. The Wren is a symbol of small courage, bright presence, and the power of voice. At its core, the Wren carries the energy of spirited persistence, reminding you that size has nothing to do with significance. It symbolizes cleverness and alertness, the ability to notice what others miss and respond quickly. The Wren also represents expression, the instinct to sing even when the world feels loud or intimidating. It teaches that bravery can be light, quick, and playful, not always heavy or dramatic. And it reminds you that your presence matters, even when you feel easy to overlook. In life, the Wren may show up when you are underestimating yourself or waiting to feel ready before you speak or act. It can appear when your confidence is growing in quiet ways, through small wins, daily practice, and steady effort. You might be navigating a situation where you need to advocate for yourself without turning it into a fight. It often arrives when you are being called to share an idea, tell the truth, or let your creativity be seen in small, consistent ways. And it can signal that the smallest step, repeated, is how momentum is built. Its reflection is this: let your voice be simple and true. You do not have to be the loudest to be heard. Keep showing up with the courage you have today, not the courage you think you should have. The song you offer may be exactly what steadies you. Algiz is a rune of protection, higher guidance, and the sacred boundary. At its core, Algiz represents the protective field around you, the instinct and the spirit that says, "This is the line." It symbolizes guardianship, not only from external harm, but from the slow erosion of your energy through overgiving or self-betrayal. This rune carries the sense of connection to something greater, guidance that becomes clear when you ask for it and listen. It also speaks to integrity, aligning your actions with what you know is right. And it reminds you that protection is not fear, it is wisdom made visible. In life, Algiz may show up when you need to strengthen boundaries, especially around your time, attention, or emotional labor. It can appear when you are stepping into new visibility, responsibility, or spiritual growth, and you need steadier protection around your process. You may feel called to cleanse your space, simplify your commitments, or stop tolerating subtle drains. It often arrives when you are learning to say no without guilt and yes without resentment. And it can signal that support is available, but you have to choose alignment to feel it. Its reflection is this: let your boundaries be blessings, not defenses. Choose what protects your spirit and keeps you true to yourself. Ask for guidance, and then honor what you receive. When you live in integrity, you become harder to shake. Ailm, the pine or fir, is a symbol of endurance, purification, and steadfast inner strength. At its core, pine carries resilience, staying green through harsh seasons and offering medicine even in cold air. It symbolizes cleansing and clarity, the kind that comes when you breathe deeper and let what is stale leave your system. Pine also represents devotion, the steady commitment to what matters over time. It teaches uprightness, a simple integrity that does not bend for every wind. And it reminds you that your strength can be quiet, consistent, and renewing. In life, pine may show up when you are rebuilding stamina, recovering from stress, or learning how to sustain yourself for the long path. It can appear when you are simplifying, clearing habits or influences that cloud your mind and drain your energy. You might feel called to return to basics: rest, breath, movement, routines that make you feel clean and steady. It often arrives when you need to hold your ground through a difficult season without losing hope. And it can encourage you to keep your spirit bright by tending your inner environment daily. Its reflection is this: let your life become a place where you can breathe. Release what clutters your mind and weakens your resolve. Stay devoted to what strengthens you, even when progress feels slow. Endurance is built in the quiet choices you repeat. When we look at these three symbols together, a clear theme begins to form. The Wren brings courageous voice. Algiz brings protection and guidance. Ailm brings endurance and purification. Together, they suggest a season where your small brave expression needs to be protected and sustained, so it can grow into something steady. The Wren asks you to speak, share, and show up, even if you feel minor or uncertain. Algiz reminds you to hold a clear boundary around your energy so your voice does not get diluted by fear or other people's noise. Ailm then strengthens the foundation, inviting you to cleanse what drains you and commit to practices that build lasting resilience. The Wren encourages you to offer your truth in small, steady ways. Algiz invites you to protect your process and listen for guidance. Ailm reminds you to keep your strength clean and sustainable. The mood here is quietly empowered, clear, and resilient. It feels like stepping forward with a soft voice and realizing you do not have to harden to be strong. There is a lesson about sustainable courage, the kind that does not burn out because it is protected by boundaries and supported by steady practices. This combination suggests that you may be growing into a new kind of confidence, one built from integrity rather than performance. And it teaches that your voice becomes most powerful when it is rooted in protection, clarity, and endurance. Today's reflection is this: speak with small, brave truth, protect your energy with clear boundaries, and build endurance through clean, steady devotion. Thank you for joining me. I'll meet you in the next reflection.